Of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. I don't know why I need to look at the camera during the intro. I'm talking into the mic. Anyway, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program on this Friday afternoon. This 4th day of June, my mommy's birthday. She is 69 years young today. Doing very well, thank you very much. If you're watching this on YouTube, no date for this one. Today we're doing something different. It's the first of 2 matches we'll do sometime over the course of the next week for the French Open. All-time greats finals. Best of 3 matchup today using time travel tennis between Chris Evert and Steffi Graf. Chris Evert won this championship 7 times. Steffi Graf won it 6 times. Now, I thought it was going to be Suzanne Lenglen, the Queen of France, like pretty much known as the goddess in her country, but the French championship was not considered a major until 1925, because until then, you could only play if you were French. So it was not considered, and it's not considered by the International Tennis Federation as a major. So we have the 2 most decorated major champions in French history, Chris Evert, who won this title 7 times, and Steffi Graf, who won it 6 times. Chris Evert, of course, her favorite surface is clay. She won this championship over 2 decades, her first being in 1974, and her last being in 1986. Steffi Graf, probably the first player in women's history to win what is now considered the Golden Slam, all 4 majors plus the Olympics. She did that in 1988. Best of 3, tiebreakers in all the sets, unlike the real French Open, and best of luck. I will be playing and making the decisions for Chris Evert. The computer will be running Steffi Graf. You have questions about the game time travel tennis, we'll get them in here as best as we can. But if not, relax and enjoy as we do some dirt ball tennis. And who we calling a dirt ball here? So Graf won the toss. She will serve. Both of these players are fantastic, and we'll see what's going to happen. Here are the ratings as they are on the card. Power rating, Evert is better on the clay than Steffi, so I would give her a slight edge. Both can serve well. Both are excellent returners. You kind of have to be, and that's kind of what separates the true champions of women's tennis, as opposed to, man, you have to be able to return to serve. Everett's backhand is better than Graf's. Steffi Graf is, of course, frontline forehand, but Chris's is nothing to sneeze at. Steffi is better at the net than Chris, and we'll keep Chris back as much as we can. Passing shots, Evert has a 3-point advantage. Approach, Steffi better to getting to the net than Chris, and the others pretty much are self-explanatory. The OR is on the run, and OH is an overhead shot. So Graf to serve. You play the game with 2 10-sided dice. The computer will roll them for you. And so Graf has the advantage in the point. Down the line. Good return from Evert. And Evert will hit that long. It's 15 love. Graf will get some aces in. She rolls a 1-4. 1-20 is what she's looking for. That puts the pressure on Chris to do anything with the point. But that's long, second serve. Not a great one either. And Evert hit the clean backhand winner, and 15 all. And that's a let. 55 is a wild card in time travel tennis. And so instead of it being a service return winner, and hit the net, It bounced over, so first serve for Graf. Second serve coming up. Oh, Steffi sliced that forehand down the line to win the point. 30-15, opening game of the match. Service return winner means that it was effectively an ace, but Evert got a racket on there. 40-15 for Graf. Good exchange. Even point so far. Steffi trying to work room. Evert with a backhand winner. Oh ho ho. That's what she's good at. 8 shots on the point, and it's 40-30 for Graf. And now a second serve. And a double fault for Steffi, and we have deuce. Steffi's going to serve and volley here. That's what the yellow means. Hard to do on clay. And in fact, she dumps her first serve in the net. What a beautiful return from Evert. She rolled the 7. And now it's break point. Not something Steffi saw a lot of against her in her career. Good serve. And an equally good return. Evert down the line. Steffi with the backhand. These two players are so even. 10th shot of the point coming up. And the backhand winner, and Evert breaks her serve. So there are 3 things you can do on the serve. You can do the big serve. We won't need to do that. An accurate serve. So if Chris was having trouble trying to get her first serves in, or serve and volley, which this isn't grass or a hard court, and so Chris is going to play the baseline anyway. But the break for Evert to start the match, and it's 1-love. Again, the advantage to Steffi now. So these two are going to have to earn their points. Oh, what a huge forehand for Chris. And it's 15-love. Second serve coming up. Not a great one. Good shot. Advantage now Graf. Fraulein forehand on it. And a beautiful backhand that caught both the corners. And Evert's up 30-love. First serve in. Chrissy with an advantage now. Let's see what Steffi can do. And the backhand is pretty good. Not a good backhand for Evert. Steffi makes her pay with the forehand. But the backhand goes in the net, and Evert's 40-love. Good first serve. Evert. Power ground stroke. Where is Bud Collins when you need him? Where's pants? How you doing, Mark? Good shot by Evert. Forehand for Graf is long, and Evert will hold serve at love and leads 2-love in the first set. Graf was broken at deuce to start the match. Good serve. And they're playing even again. Graf dumps the forehand into the net, and it's love 15. Computer is playing Steffi. I am playing Evert. Second serve. Not a great one either. 75 miles an hour. Evert blasted. Good backhand for Steffi there. But Evert with a forehand winner. Oh my. And so it's love 30 for Steffi. And a second serve. She's not serving all that well. And she double faults for the second time in the match. And now Steffi, who won the French 6 times, is down love 40. And love 2 in the first set. And now we'll be doing a second serve on break point. Triple break point for Evert. And a double fault. And so Evert goes to the first break with a 3-0 lead. Okay, you do see that. So 3 double faults for Graf. And Steffi serving at 42%. Chris has had 2 break points and converted them both. So in the early going, it is not Steffi's day. So Evert with 2 breaks in hand here in the first set. Good exchange. Forehand. The forehand, and Steffi's forehand is long. And Evert with a 15-love lead. Usually it's about this time, but did you get out of school around Memorial Day? Second serve coming up from Chris. All right, so the 55. So the wild card is she can either go for the winner. Oh, she's going to go for the winner or place it. So she's trying to be aggressive here. 1-22. 84. It's long, and it's 30 love for Evert. I did not expect Evert to steamroll in this opening set. Service return winner. Steffi got a racket on it, but couldn't put it. First or second week of June. Yeah, so they would be playing the last week. The first week of June. I believe they moved it down a week this year. This would be the first Friday, but usually right around Memorial Day would be the first week. 40 love for Evert. Good return from Steffi. Backhand. And Steffi hits the backhand long, and Evert holds out love for the second time, and it's 4 love in the first set. So Steffi getting blitzed. Good serve. And a good return from Chrissy. Steffi, foul line forehand winner down the line. Chris got to it, but couldn't really touch it. Yep, we're at, 978, Todd, for YouTube subs. So if you're watching this on YouTube, and again, we don't do a lot of tennis. It's not the best streaming game in the world, but figured that we would do some this year. Hit that like and subscribe. We will do Rafa Nadal and Bjorn Borg, the 2 winningest men in French Open history. Next week, 15 love, Graf serving down love 4 in the opening set. That's on the line. Is that an ace 50-50 call? And the call is out. And Steffi will not argue it. Second serve coming up. And a decent one. Good forehand from Steffi there. Goes to the forehand again. Okay, so the roll was a 53, and that's a clay court point. And Chris is a clay court specialist, obviously, if you win the French Open 7 times. So she wins the point on a 1-99. She rolls a 62, and it's 15 all. Yeah, Nadal, I don't know, is Djokovic survived the first week? Aren't Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer all in the same quarter? But yeah, Nadal, imagine that, 13 French Opens. Borg won 6 in a row. But Nadal is very special. Forehand winner. Cross court, and Steffi starting to find some bearings here now, 30-15. First unforced error for Evert in the match, and Steffi has her first game point. But now will be a second serve. A good one. And Evert hits the return long, and Steffi's on the board. So Evert serving 4-1. Again, Steffi only serving at 47%, and Evert eating her lunch on the second serve. 78-22 percentage-wise. So Steffi must have forced those errors. Chris, 5 winners to 3, and Graf, 7 unforced errors. Which is why she trails 4-1. Yeah, Borg and McEnroe. What? Yeah, absolutely. Me too, Mark. Especially at Wimbledon. Good return from Steffi. Has Chris on the run. It's a different card for that. 34. So we go to on the run 4. 83. And Chris barely got to it. And Steffi gets the first point. Love 15. Will we see a 1949 French Championship with Frank Parker? I've never even heard of Frank Parker. So the answer is no. Backhand from Evert. Who did Frank play? And a bad forehand dumped into the net. He won it that year. I've never heard of him. It was an amateur championship at that point. Anyway, Evert in trouble. Up 2 breaks, but down love 30 here. Twisted 85-mile-an-hour serve in. Good forehand. Better return. And Steffi dumps that in the net. 15-30. Second serve coming up. First one was long. Good second one. But a better return, and she smacks it past Chris. And it's double break point for Graf. Defeated. Now, Budge Patty I've actually heard of. But Frank Parker? No. So Steffi trying to work one of those breaks back. 15-40, double break point for the German. And Everett's going to hit that long, and so Steffi has one of them back. So now she's down 2-4. And the Graf fans, all 5 of you, start to cheer. That would be no hint relation to hamburger, Todd B says. A one-hit wonder for sure, which these two ladies are not. Graf serving at 2-4. And Steffi, foul line forehand, puts that past Evert, 15 love. I believe someone has found their mojo. And what was easy for Chrissy a few minutes ago was not now. 30 love. Hit that one long, second return. I'll play the big return, which is more aggressive. You have a better chance to dump it, but Chris needs a point right now. Service return winner for Steffi. Chris got a racket on it, but Evert couldn't do anything with it, and it's 40 love. Another one, and it's 3-4 in the first set. So Uncle Mo has changed from an American flag to a German flag. So Steffi now serving at 52% and is winning more of her first serve percentage of her first serves at 73%. And the total points now 19-15 in favor of Evert. And now is 3 unforced errors. Second serve. Oh, beautiful one by Evert. She needed that. Chrissy's going to come in. Not a great approach. And Steffi puts the passing shot in the net, 15-love. That's pretty good for Chris. Cross-court backhand. Sets it up for Evert. Power ground stroke. Steffi in trouble. Gets the racket on it and puts it in the net. 30-love. Evert still up a break. 4-3. 30-love first set. Another good serve at 89, but a nice return from Graf. Oh, Steffi barely got to that forehand. Going for the winner. 1-22. Hits it long and wide, and it's 40-love for Evert. And 1 point away from 5-3. Second serve. And a service return winner, and Evert probably has one of her better service games. And Chris is 1 game away from the first set. So Graf trying to stay in this. She worked one of those 2 breaks back. And now serving at 3-5 in the second serve. Evert hits it long, 15-love. Good serve. Backhand into the net, 30-love. Evert with a decent return. The lower the number on those dice that you see on the bottom of your screen, the better the result's going to be. Yep, you're the second. You and Mark commented on the attire. I don't have the funny pants on, but, you know, if you just look at your couch, you would figure that Lindsey Nelson would wear the top and Bud Collins would be wearing them as pants. Backhand to backhand now. Steffi, not a great well, actually, that wasn't bad. These two are playing as their peak selves here, so it's not the young Graf against the older Evert. Beautiful forehand there from the foul line, and Evert will hit it long. Did Bud Collins and Craig Sager have the same tailor? Yes. Tasteless and long. Or Levitt's Furniture, one of the two. 40-love for Graf. Second serve. Steffi jumping down the line. Evert has to run. Gets the forehand long, and it's 4-5. So Steffi holding her serve easier now. She was broken the first 2 times. Here's Evert. The serve for the first set. Again, Graf being aggressive, and it won't pay off. It's wide. 15-love. Good backhand by Chris. That's right. He made sure your color was right on your TV. Chris with a beautiful forehand down the line. 30-love and 2 points from the set. And a service return winner, again, almost an ace, but Steffi got a racket on it, and 3 set points for Evert. And Todd B has it right, hence the word color commentator, which is something that Uncle Vin didn't like on Dodger games. All right, 3 set points for Evert to play with here. Good backhand to Steffi's right. And that will be long, and the first set belongs to Chris Evert. We'll be back with the second set. Evert wins the opener 6-4 right after this. Well, this shows the strength and the weaknesses of clay court tennis to a tee. Evert, at one point, was up 4-love in the first, had 2 breaks the first 2 times Graf served, and Steffi finally broke through and lost the first set 6-4. No aces either way. Steffi really struggled to serve early and 3 double faults. Evert, you're just not going to lose if you're serving 76% the first time through. And 8-5 winners to unforced errors for Chrissy. Steffi 6-8 the wrong way. It's hard to play clean on tennis. Only 1 net point of the 46 played in the set. And both players didn't lose a break point when they finally had it. So Graf to start the second set. Best of 3. It took 35 minutes to play, or simulated time to play the first set. Graf with the advantage and the good forehand. Steffi hits it long, low 15. You are not going to see them run into the net on the clay. Graf a bit more aggressive than Chris, trying to go for winners in tough situations, and it didn't work in the first set. But the first ace of the match belongs to Steffi Graf. 1-4, and she rolled a 2. So at 94, it's 15 all. And that is a fastball for sure. Advantage Graf now. And a beautiful forehand to Everett's right, and it's 30-15. Service return winner, 40-15. And a high means that she starts the point with plus 15. The higher the stuff in the green, the better chance you have of winning the point. Evert, nice return. But Steffi with the big forehand wins easily and leads 1-love. Yep, serve and volley is meant for grass. You could do it on a hard court too. Certainly not on the clay. Second serve coming up. And a second serve ace for Christina Marie. She put more spin on that than a knuckleball. Well, it wouldn't take too much, I suppose, because it's a knuckler. 81 miles an hour, and that thing was spinning around like a top. And she gets the service return winner on her first serve, 30-love. Goes long, second serve. And that's her first double fault of the match. D. Scott Howard, how are you? Chris Evert won the first set of our all-time greats French Open's women's exhibition match. Evert, a 7-time champion in Paris. Steffi Graf, a 6-time champion of the singles. Evert was up 4-love in the first and won at 6-4, and they are on serve as we start the second set. Graf won the opening game. 30-15, Evert. Good return from Graf. And Evert floats the terrible backhand. Steffi's got a chance here. Good forehand. Forehand to forehand. Cross-court backhand. And Evert says, oh, I'll hit a backhand with you. 40-15. Forehand down the line for a cross-court for a winner, and we're on serve at 1. We will play a third set if need be. That's long. And that's a service return winner. So Steffi putting some heavy stuff on her second serves as well, 15-love. Another service return winner, which basically means, if you joined us late, that the opponent got the racket on it but could not return it. It's not an ace because the ball was touched. 30-love. Steffi in the driver's seat on this point. Good forehand. The backhand is dumped in the net. 40 love. Second serve. And a double fault. She had 3 in the first set. 40-15. That's a good one. Cross-court backhand. They'll trade him in the backhand winner, and we're on serve 2-1 in the second. So here's the stats from the second set so far. Both have an ace, both have a double fault. Steffi was 6 winners to 2, and Evert 3 winners to 1. So Evert 1-2 on serve in the second. Chris, of course, has the better backhand. Although Steffi's isn't bad, has Chris on the run. Oh, what about, speaking of that, just a perfectly placed backhand. Steffi got the racket, but couldn't do anything with it. 15 love. Second serve coming up. Well, the 1,000 sub, because I don't usually do giveaways, but we could do a drawing, I suppose, and I could give you the game of your choice. Service return winner, and it's 30 love. Evert blast that first serve in. Good forehand. On the line, and what's the call going to be? 50-50 chance for Graf to get the point. And Chris will just let that go. So 30-15. Ooh, unforced error, 30 all. Good serve. And a good return. Evert with a good forehand. Steffi in trouble. Again, Evert now cross court on the backhand. Did enough. On the run again on the forehand. Chris goes for the power ground stroke and hits the winner. She had Steffi guessing, running to her right, hit it to the left side, and 40-30 for Evert. Backhand to backhand action here. Steffi in the net. And we're at 2-all. Graf to serve. And Evert returns it long, 15 love. Second serve. Service return winner, 30 love. So the end there, you see now on both players, that's their endurance. So they will be at, well, more than full strength. Chrissy playing at 111%. And Graf at 107% for the next 22 games. Second serve coming. Evert could have done better with that. Forehand stays in. Ooh, on the line. And it's going to be, yeah, it's a wonderful engine. You would never think that a shot-by-shot tennis game would play really well, but this does. 1-44, and it's Steffi's point. It is a 77, and Chris gets it, so it's out. 30-15. That's long, so it's game point for Graf. Second serve coming. First 4 games of this set have gone on serve. And Chris will just put it in play and dump it in the net. So, as they go to sit down, it's 3-2 Graf. So Steffi serving at 67% in the set and has won 90% of her first serve points. Yes, each shot does affect the next shot probabilities. We'll explain it here on the next point, as a matter of fact. No break chances. No one's gone to the net. And Evert not serving too badly, a 73%, but hasn't been able to get at Graf even close to a deuce. So we'll explain on this shot, or on this point. So Chris is now a +8. And the higher the plus, the better your chances of winning the point. Steffi's return is for 7 points. And so Chris is a +1. Forehand for 8. So Steffi is now a -9, and that increases her chances of making an error. So if I roll between 81 and 100, or 81 and 100, Chris would win the point on this shot. Rolls a 78, so Chris with the big advantage now. She's going to go with a forehand. The only thing that Chris can roll that can hurt her is a 99 or 100. She rolls a 27. So now Steffi is at -18, and you can see that the net and out is now between 72 and 100 for Steffi. She rolls a 6 and hits a winner cross court on the forehand. That really is, D. Scott, the broadcaster's jinx. 15, or love 15 now. Good one for Chris. Good backhand. It is an interesting concept. The demo is 24 players. The whole kit and caboodle is a bunch. I think you really need to like tennis to play it. But the game pretty much has endless combinations. You can do doubles too. Chris again, the backhand. And that's a winner past Steffi, and it's 15 all. Good return from Graf. Not a good backhand from Graf there. Can Chris put it away? No. Good shot. And the winner will be good. You can see Todd momentum in the point, which is what those green and red numbers do. What's the current season? He doesn't do current seasons. He does have a new, a set of newer women out, which I need to buy. But this really is meant to be not necessarily a season simulator, but kind of like the ultimate what if. 30-15, Evert to serve. Second serve. And a service return winner on second serve. Players are rated for 4 different surfaces: grass, clay, hard, and carpet. They don't play on carpet anymore. Todd B says, believe it or not, I've been looking for a nice billiards game or bowling game on the cheap or for fun. 40-15, Evert to serve. And a service return winner, and we're on serve at 3 all here in the second. Who had carpet? Most of the winter indoor tournaments were carpet. The year-end The old one at the Madison Square Garden was carpet. They just now bring in a hard court. Good backhand for Chris. And Steffi dumps hers in the net, love 15. These two are so even. Bad forehand for Evert, 15 all. Second serve coming. Evert pushes it down. And Steffi hits the return long and is 15-30. Steffi's got to be careful here. She's down a set. U.S. Open is hard court currently and probably forever now. None of the majors were played on carpet. But the U.S. Open has been played on hard. It's been played on clay. And before that, on grass. Not a good return. And Steffi puts the backhand away, 30 all. Good return. They're both running quite a bit here. Backhand. Oh, it's in. Technically, the Australian's on a hard court, but it's a rubberized surface to slow it down. Good forehand. But Fraulein forehand put it away, and she's up 40-30. And, oh my goodness! A perfect return. Evert was going for the right line. Graf's left, and Steffi just got caught flat-footed, 40 all. And now a second serve. And an ace on a second serve. Would you believe that? She went hard, 86 miles an hour on the clay, and advantage Graf. Now Chrissy hits it on the line. Oh, it's terribly hard to play in the heat. That's why they have the retractable roofs. Yeah, 120 on the courts especially. Hard to keep grass alive in that, but there used to be a grass court major. All right, 1-50. 67, and the point is Graf's. You can argue this, and no change. And so it's on serve 4-3 as the match passes an hour. Evert to serve. Yes, there was a U.S. World Team Tennis, which you can simulate in this game, by the way. They still do World Team Tennis, and I think they're doing it in November this year. Ace for Evert. 93 on the clay. That's on the line again. Steffi thought it was long. And 1-50, 61, and Steffi would be right. Davis Cup is a national tournament. Yep, they still do that. And you can simulate those in this too. Second serve. They played for a long time into the 80s without any tiebreaker. Best of 5. You imagine that? What was it? John McEnroe and Boris Becker in the 80s in Hartford. I believe that was on a carpet. And because there was no tie breaks and they both served and volleyed, I believe one of the sets was 16-14. Not a great serve. And a cord to hit the net cord. Chrissy comes in. If it's a 1-25, she reaches it and puts it away. 26-50, a winner or a loser. It's a 2, and she put it away. So, only the second time she's been to the net in the entire match. Yeah, indoor soccer league. Yep, Major Indoor Soccer League. The Cleveland Force. Yep. Fun, fast game. Pretty much a carpet on a hockey rink, kind of like arena football. Second serve. Steffi hits it long, game point. So 40-15, Evert. Service return winner, and we're on serve here in the second set. So Steffi needs to hold here to guarantee she stays in the match. Second serve. Advantage Graf on the point. If you guys got any questions, ask. Great backhand. Oh, goodness gracious. So 15 love for Graf. Good serve. And an equally good return. Backhand will run long, and it's 30 love. So in essence, these cards are all normalized. So anybody from any era can play against the other. $30 love. Decent backhand. Oh, Chrissy thought she had her. Exchanging backhands. But that backhand's a winner, and it's 40 love. So Graf's holds here in the second set have been a lot cleaner. And the second and the ace to get it. So Evert serving to stay in the second set, down 4-5. Second serve. Good serve. And a better return. But the backhand winner, 15 love. Second serve. Good forehand. But Chrissy with the forehand winner, 30 love. Another forehand winner, 40 love. And she 86 that first serve. Second one coming up. Good serve. Chrissy will move her down with a backhand. Power ground stroke. Graf barely gets a piece of it and hits it in the net. So we're on serve at 5-all. Ace. 101 miles an hour. Second serve coming up. Baseline backhand, so she'll get at 8 points here to be a +6 up on the point. Graf blasts the forehand. But Steffi gets the backhand in for the winner, 30 love. 101 is a good fastball, yeah. 94 on that one. Let's see what Graf does with the forehand. Oh, she mishit it. Chris with a decent forehand. That advantage is gone. Steffi's got to work for the advantage again. Bad forehand by Evert. Steffi kind of comes in. Can't get it past Chris. Backhand. What's Graf going to do? Graf's going to go for the power ground stroke down the line. Chris barely got it. Graf, again, another power ground stroke. And hits it for the winner, 40 love. Second serve. Double fault. I believe that Steffi's 5th in the match. Second serve coming up. This is not the time to have your serve go south. Never mind, it's a second serve ace. So Evert will serve for the tiebreak here. 15-love. Not a good backhand. Well, it stayed in. Shots aren't really being hit with all that much authority. Backhand winner for Evert, 30-love. Second serve coming. Oh, now this should have been a service return winner, but there's always a special chance that Steffi can put it in play, and she does. Chris wasn't expecting that. Cross court. Good backhand. Again, another good shot from Graf. Can't score with it. And the backhand goes long or short. So 40-love. This is for the tiebreak. And that's what we got. All right. So if you're not familiar with how tiebreaks work, it's first to 7 points, but you must win by 2. So there's a volleyball element here. So Graf to serve first. Evert wins this, she wins the match. Good serve. So now Evert will serve for 2 points. Down 1-0. Not a great return for Graf. Good backhand for Evert. 1-1. Or ping pong, yeah, you're absolutely right. Must win by 2. Volleyball, you score on everything now. 1-all. Second serve. And a second service return winner. So Graf 1-2. And Chrissy gets the racket on the return winner. And gets Steffi on the run. So Steffi in some deep trouble here. Puts it in play. Evert. Power ground stroke is good. So a mini break now as Graf will serve 1-3. So Graf will compose herself. And then hit the first serve long. So Evert with all sorts of momentum. Second serve is a service return winner. The great thing about this game is that you can visualize, okay, you think you got this? I'm going to one-up you. So Evert has the mini break, and she's serving 3-2 here in the tiebreak. Ooh, was that an ace? 1-50, and that's an ace for Christina Marie. It's a 14, so 4-2. Second serve. And a second serve ace. She put the screwball on there at 84, and she's 2 points from the match. So Graf to serve 2-5. Second serve, all the pressure in the world is on Steffi Graf. Good serve. And a better return. And now it's match point as Steffi hits the backhand long. So Evert, she just kind of sit in the Adirondack chair for this. She'll have 2 chances to serve it out if she needs it. You hear the crowd go, "Come on, Steffi! You can do it, Steffi!" And she responds with an ace. But Evert has the match on her racket. She gets the next 2, 6-3. Second serve. An okay second serve. Net cord, here comes Evert. 1-25 or 51-100. It's a 34. So Steffi apologizes. And it's now 6-4. First serve is in. And Evert smashes the forehand winner past Graf and wins the tiebreak 7-4 in the match 6-4, 7-6. So first we'll show you the points or the stats for the second set. After no aces from anybody in the first set, Graf had 6 to Evert's 4. Double faults 2-1 in favor of Graf. Hope you enjoyed it. Tennis is not easy to call. Everett's serve kind of got wonky in the second set, but they both played a clean set. 16-6, the winners in favor of Evert, and 17-11 for Graf. So overall, the difference is Chrissy got her first serves in, and Steffi struggled. And Evert, for 118 points, 165. And that's the match. And so next week we'll do a best of 3. I don't think my voice can hang on for a best of 5 between Rafa Nadal and Bjorn Borg. The name of the game is Time Travel Tennis. You can find it at asggames.com with a demo. Again, tennis is tough to do and shot by shot, so I hope I gave you enough of it. As Steffi and Chris shake hands at the net, we'll tell you that Chris Evert has won our all-time great French Open exhibition match, 6-4, 7-6 in the tiebreak, 7-4. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching Monday Night Baseball, a doubleheader, the Braves and the Dodgers from Ebbets Field. That's our next stream, and note the time, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Until then, have yourself a wonderful weekend, everybody. So long.